Good afternoon, gamers. Thanks for stopping in today to watch us play some games. Today we'll be taking a look at a game called Endure or Perish. For those of you who may have taken a look at the Steam link in the description, you will likely notice that the producers of this particular game, or the developers of this game, happen to be us. So we are taking a look at our own game. We're going to take a look at it together, give you guys a Let's Play series on it, kind of showing you the ins and outs of this game. Rest assured, if you're interested in seeing other games besides games produced by Ascent Gaming Studios, we will be doing other series as well from other indie developers, such as The Infected, Night of the Dead, and other games like that. So if there's a game that you would be interested in seeing on this channel, definitely leave us a comment and we will look into playing that game as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. So Endure or Perish, we'll go ahead and start a new game, and we'll go ahead and call this game Season 1. And because I like to go nice and hard, we'll go ahead and go hard, and we'll start the game. This game has been in development for a while, but has recently been published beginning of this year, on January 1st actually. So it is receiving regular updates. We were originally on a every week developmental update release, but we kind of dialed it down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and roll back the ambient sound effects just a little bit. They're kind of deafening, so for those who are listening with headphones, definitely apologize for that. But we'll go ahead and get started. And for some reason that does not seem, so we'll go ahead and roll back everything else as well. Right, so to start, it looks like we don't have any inventory yet, obviously. So I think what we want to do is we probably want to start with getting a knife just to defend ourselves, maybe get some of this game I see running around here. Looks like we got some deer and some rabbit, but we'll definitely want that stone axe to get some wood to start building our base. So it looks like we need 3 sticks and 1 stone. So I see a stick right here, so we'll go ahead and grab that stick. I see another stick. And let's see if we can find our remaining ingredients. I see a stone over here, so we'll go ahead, grab that stone, and we need 1 more stick. That'll get us at least the axe, and then we can look at maybe getting a weapon to defend ourselves. So that should give us 3 sticks, 1 stone, and there's our axe. We'll go ahead and equip that guy. Now that we have the axe, we should be able to get the rest of our tools relatively easily. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab that since it's just lying there. And we'll go ahead and cut down this tree, get a couple more resources, see what we get from it. So now these early game axes will probably take a little bit of time, but rest assured there are upgradable axes that you can get, such as the iron axe, will make processing wood a lot faster. But we'll go ahead and get started with this at the very least. So looks like we got 6 logs from that one, a couple of vines, some plant fiber, some leaves, and an apple, which is perfect because I noticed that we do need to take care of some food, but looks like we might have enough for that knife. We do need 1 stone though. So let's see if we can find that stone. I see one right up here. Yeah, it looks like our hunger is not an issue yet, but I have a feeling that's going to change relatively quickly. So I think what we will do, we do have 1 apple, but that's definitely not going to do us any good if we run out of hunger and we start starving to death. So let's see if we can find some fruit to keep us going, because I see some fruit down here in the valley. So, but we'll collect some of these stones that we come across as well. I've got a feeling we're probably going to need those for a couple of builds that we're going to want to do fairly early on. And then once we get a couple more food items, we'll start hunting for a good place to set up our base. So, like I was saying earlier, game's been in development for about, this will be 2.5 years in a couple of weeks, but has been published to Steam in the last 3 months. Receiving regular updates. We've scaled the updates back a little bit to every 2 weeks, just to give everybody a chance to kind of get used to the updates that have been released and really feel them out. Let us know if there's anything that any problems they ran into. Sure, we'll run into a few of them since the game's only been out for 3 months. So, the game's definitely a lot better than it was, but still has room to improve. So, um, yeah, looks like we're coming up on some kind of bush up here. Looks like maybe cantaloupe. So yeah, we'll go ahead and harvest that. Looks like we got a couple of cantaloupe and some cantaloupe seeds. That'll come in handy, I've got a feeling. So we'll go ahead and keep exploring. I want a little bit more food before we start hunting for a base. However, I think what I might do, kind of like having bases up high. So we'll go ahead and maybe see if we can maybe hunt for some food up on that hill. And we'll collect some of these sticks and stones on our way back, just so we aren't wasting our time trying to get back to where we originally were. So go ahead, keep gathering some of these stones while I'm thinking about it. I think we ever crafted a knife, so we'll go ahead, craft and apply that knife. I don't think we're quite ready to start hunting yet, so we're not going to worry about that right now. But what I think I will do, since we're coming up on a small grove of trees, is I think we'll process a little bit of wood, since I do want to set up my base up here. I think that makes the most sense. So go ahead and take care of that here. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be our second item of business. Get one of those iron axes, because this kind of takes a little bit of time, but at the same time, gives you incentive to go and find that axe or get the resources to craft it. So kind of makes sense why we have that set the way it is. Well, we should be done here relatively soon. Let's see what we got. That looks like we got a little bit of bark, a couple pears, and some apples. So we do have a little bit of food. So we're not hurting too much quite yet, but our food is dwindling. But we're not struggling that much yet. So keep grinding away at these trees, collect some more items and resources, and then we'll pick a suitable location. Looks like down there we have a swamp that we may want to explore. And swamps is where we'll find clay and sand nodes. They'll just look like boulders, but when they're processed, mined, they will give you sand and clay. So we'll probably want that in the near future. So we'll go right back up to the top of this hill. Oh, it's a nice flat area too. Yeah, I'm not ready to expend that much energy to chase that particular goat down. But it looks like we may have some watermelon just on the other side of this little slope. Maybe a cantaloupe. And it looks like we got another POI down there. So probably won't be exploring that today, but we'll rest assured we'll get there at some point. Maybe next time. But yeah, this looks like a pretty good place. Looks like we got our mountain biome over there. That's where we're going to find all of our ores and such. So I do like this spot. So let's take a look at our inventory. Looks like we got 24 logs. So I think we got enough here to get a good start, but let's go ahead and process some of these trees really quick. We'll take out some of these trees. And once we're done, oh, got a zombie that just zombied. So it looks like we'll get some activity here. Perfect. Is that the only one we got there? Let's see if she's got any loot. Yeah, looks like we got a cinder bullet. Oh, we got another one. Ooh, he got me. Oh, got two more. Looks like we got a little bit of activity today. And some mechanical parts. Looks like that zombie had none. Perfect. Okay. Looks like we didn't do too bad. Not seeing any more zombies around. But I've got a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of those. I'm glad I made the knife when I did. I often forget to make some defensive tools and end up swarmed with absolutely no way of defending myself. So I'm glad I had that thought while I was thinking about it. So, but with that being the case, probably would be prudent to make sure that we have a base we can go to for refuge in case we start to get overwhelmed. So we'll go ahead and process this tree next, and then we'll definitely won't be building our main base today. We'll have a little bit of grinding we'll need to do to get all the resources for that, but we'll at least get a basic survival shelter. You know, floor, couple walls, a roof, a door, mainly to keep the zombies out, or at least at bay until we can heal up a little bit before they break the door down. And we'll go ahead and process that tree over there as well. It's actually a little bit further than I thought it was. Let's go ahead and put down some foundations. And we brought up that menu by hitting B. It's pretty standard across most games that are open world survival games. So, and then just using C to lower the foundation. I don't want it quite that high because I don't want the zombies and any hostile animals for that matter getting under it. Yes, there are hostile animals. There's wolves and bears as of this build. We will be having future builds with other animals as well. And I think I got that one wrong. Let's delete, obviously. And we'll go ahead. That one looks, I think that one. Let's go ahead. I think we got some of them not in the right orientation, which is fine. We can replace those later. I want stairs. And because I'm kind of a neat freak, I'm going to put my stairs right in the middle so that they're symmetrical. And we need the wooden hammer to complete this. I think we have enough. Good, we do. And we'll go ahead and equip that. Give us a bird's eye view. And it looks like all of them except these two have been placed correctly. So I'll go ahead and remove those because I'm, again, a little OCD, prefer everything to be going in the same direction. So, all right, that looks good. Go ahead and build these. Okay, and we got our floors, but I don't think we're going to have enough logs to put the rest of our walls up yet, but we can at least place the ghosts to get started. So I'll go ahead and we'll put a doorway there. And I really like windows. So go ahead and do some windows next. That should do it, and then we'll go ahead and just drop the rest of our, or let's think about this. Another option we have is we could use what remaining resources we have to make a workbench. We'd still need to grind some more to get enough materials, I believe, to make the location marker. Let's see. How much does the location marker cost? 6 stones. It's the fabric that's going to cost us a lot, but we're pretty close to what we need for that. So I know there's a tree relatively close. Now we need more stone though. Okay. See a few things of stone. So let's go ahead and do that first. Let's go ahead and go get our remaining stones and leaves so we can complete some fabric to make our location marker. And it's always a good idea to pick these up because arrows are made out of sticks as well, and we'll probably want quite a few of those. So we'll go ahead and process this guy. That looks good. We need a couple, I think we need one more stone. Yeah, we need one more stone to complete that build. And I'm not seeing any immediately in the immediate area, but I think that might be it right there. And we are starting to get to a level where hunger could become a serious issue. So I think we're going to sacrifice some of our food. We've got 2 apples, 5 pears, and 8 melons. Cantaloupe, sorry. Yeah, we'll go ahead and eat that. So press shift and then left mouse button will let you consume food while in the inventory. Okay, so that'll hold us over for the time being. But I think our next activity once we get our base built is going to be to scavenge around for some more food. And maybe see if we can. Yeah. Okay, make sure. Yes. Okay. So I think what we'll do first is we will make our workbench. And we'll place it like right there. And we'll build that. And, oh, it produces 2, 15. I think we got enough there because we need 15 and 10, 25, and 33. Perfect. Okay. So that's good right there. And I think I'll place the marker. Place the marker right there. Perfect. All right. Complete that build. And there's our base marked on the map. Perfect. So that should make finding our base, a lot easier when we go out exploring, which we'll have to do because we're kind of running out of food. We may appear like we have a little bit, a lot, but it's not going to be much. But in the meantime, how much? I think we got enough to complete a couple more walls. So I'll go ahead and complete the walls. This 2x3 is going to drive me nuts, but eventually we'll probably knock that far wall out and we'll just expand the base from here. All right, what are we looking at? Yep, 1 and 10. Okay, so where do we want to go next? I know there's a lot of trees in that direction. So let's go ahead and go in that direction. We'll collect any food we come across on our way down. And we'll grind a couple of trees here. Okay. Okay. Mainly my goal for this video is to at least get the survival shelter up on the plateau complete and maybe get a couple of chests and start getting my inventory organized a little bit. So we're getting close. Luckily we have a little bit of time left before we run out of time, so we're cutting it kind of close, but if not, we'll have an adventure tomorrow or the next time we post. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, this game is in current development, so that's usually what I'm doing with most of my time is making improvements, fixing bug reports, and the like. So this will probably be a 1 or 2 time a week sort of thing. Unless it really takes off, then it'll probably turn into an every other day sort of thing. But time will tell. So for right now, it'll probably be once or twice a week. Maybe a little bit more often if time allows. And it looks like cucumber. Yes, we got some cucumber. It's looking good. We've almost got enough for probably some meals, but not quite there yet. I want to visit the swamp to get some clay so we can make some bowls. But it looks like hunger is starting to become an issue again. So we'll go ahead and process this tree, and then we'll take care of that hunger again. I don't relish the fact or the idea of going blasting through all my food because I'd like to save some of it to make some higher tiered foods. And I can't, not really much you can do about it in early game. So especially in hard where hunger tends to drain a little bit faster than in medium or easy. So, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. And we'll go ahead and take care of a few of these trees. We'll check our inventory and see kind of what we're looking at in terms of resources. Okay, so 25, 12, 48. I think that might be enough to complete the walls, but not the ceiling. So we'll go ahead and grind a little bit more. I think we'll go ahead and do these 2 trees. That should be enough for what we have left to build on our base. Okay, and last tree. Perfect. Yeah, good. We didn't venture too far away. And we should have pretty close, practically 2 stacks of logs, so that should be more than enough, which is good because it looks like the sun may be getting ready to set. So we'll get back to base. We'll complete the base. We'll see how much time we have left. I think that's a wolf. Yeah, that's definitely a wolf. Want to keep an eye on him because wolves are aggressive mobs, and if they catch sight or hear me, they will come after me. Also likely means that he's got a couple of friends nearby too, so we'll want to keep an eye out for any other wolves that may be in or around. You know what, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Could use the meat, honestly. He's hard to hit, and he's killing me. And he got me. Darn. Alright, well, let's go ahead. We'll load up our last. Yeah, don't worry about that. It was just a test game. Well, that did not go according to plan. But all good. Okay. All right, so it looks like we were processing this tree. Let's head back to base. We'll go ahead and get the base finished. Man, that meat would have been nice to have if I'm being honest. But it is what it is. All good. Get another chance to go after a wolf. Maybe we'll do it with a little bit of armor and a better knife. Okay. Go ahead and complete those 2 walls, and then we'll put a ceiling on it and a door. Oh, 3 walls. And let's go ahead and put in doors. And let's go ahead and put a roof on it. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that right here. And we'll get some corner pieces of the roof. Perfect. Let's see how many resources we have left when we're done here. It's a little gappy, but that's okay. Okay, how many resources do we have left? I think we have just enough to make a chest so we can start storing some of our belongings. Looks good. And I think this one will just kind of be a miscellaneous. And we'll want to control cinder block. I think we'll move our seeds in here as well, just so we kind of know where they're at. Along with their cloth. Should have some cucumber seeds, 2 melon seeds. Nice. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Actually, I think in this case, yeah, that should work. It does look like it is getting dark out. Oh, cool. So we faced our camp looking, sun will set there, sun will rise here. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and close that. I think we're good there. Good there. A couple minutes left. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some more food before we get too far along. Looks like we might have a melon bush of some kind over off this hill. And hunger is becoming an issue again. Okay. Looks like we've got a couple of melons. One right there. One farther down. One over there. One over there. Okay. Go ahead and collect this melon. Don't want to venture too far away from the base, but we do need some more food. So 6 melons, perfect. Okay. So as this particular video goes to a close, I think the plan for next time will be to take a look, see how much resources we'll need to, or what we'll need to craft in order to get some of the more advanced tier. The food reloaded on me, darn it. Let's see here. Just to see what we would need in terms of crafting the next tier level food, because that will provide better hunger management. I think we'll visit that couple of those swamps, because we're definitely going to need some of the resources that are in those swamps, such as clay, because I believe some of the food, tier 2 food, is going to involve some bowls, which will need some clay. So we'll definitely explore the swamps, see what we got there, and then probably start working on either gathering some more materials for our base, or maybe we'll even venture out to one of the POIs and kind of take a look around and see what we have there. But we'll go ahead and we'll gather these next two bushes. Watermelon. That's their first time seeing watermelon. Awesome. So it looks like we got some watermelon, cantaloupe. Those. Okay. Well, I think for now that'll do. We'll go ahead and we are now starving to death. So go ahead. Oh, we got some potatoes too. Perfect. Potato seeds. I think we got seeds of every corn. We still need corn. So that'll also be on the agenda for next time as well, is some corn. And then maybe expanding the space out a little bit. This is a pretty good sized area, so we could probably have a fairly good sized base. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. So that looks good. We'll go ahead, we'll go inside. We'll eat a couple more melons. Don't want to eat too many more apples, but we do have quite a few pears. One more melon, and that should be good. All right, folks, if you liked the video, drop us a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.